to my tutorial. Let's begin by making the feet. The first step is to make a slipknot or magic ring. I will be using a slipknot. Chain twice, then single crochet 8 times in the slipknot or magic ring to form your first round. In the second round, increase in every stitch. You should have 16 stitches when you're finished. For the third and fourth rounds, single crochet once in each stitch. I recommend using a stitch marker to keep track of how many times you've gone around. Finish off the foot and set it aside. Follow the same steps to make a second foot. With the last stitch still on your hook, join the legs together by inserting your hook into any stitch on round 4 of both pieces. Draw yarn through both stitches and make a single crochet stitch. Then continue around the first leg with 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch until you return to where you joined. Continue the round by crocheting around the second leg until you return to the point where you joined. You should now have 1 round with 32 stitches. For the second round of the body, crochet once in each stitch around. A stitch marker is very helpful for remembering where the round begins. Congratulations! The 2 feet have been successfully combined into one body. Now we will crochet the rest of the mushroom as a single piece. For round 3, we'll need to add 4 stitches. You can count your stitches, or just use stitch markers like I'm doing to make sure your increases are evenly spaced out. If you choose to count, single crochet in the next 7 stitches and increase on the 8th. Repeat around until you have 36 stitches. For the next 10 rounds, we'll crochet once in every stitch. Use a stitch marker to keep track of where your round begins and how many times you have gone around. For the next few rounds, we're going to take stitches away. You can use stitch markers like I did when I added 4 stitches earlier, or you can count. For round 14, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next 7 stitches and repeat around. Or you can just place 4 evenly spaced stitch markers on your round and decrease at each marker. You should have 32 stitches when you're done. Take away another 4 stitches in round 15. Single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Repeat around until you have 28 stitches. In round 16, we'll decrease 4 more times. Single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Repeat around until you have 24 stitches. Now would be a good time to attach safety eyes if you're using them. Make sure the eyes are level and centered before locking on the washers. I like to put the eyes on row 13 where the belly stops, but you can place them anywhere that feels right to you. We'll crochet once in each stitch for rounds 17 and 18. Remember, a stitch marker can make this task easier. I like to add some stuffing at this stage. You can wait and add stuffing later if you'd prefer to do it that way, but keep in mind that it'll be harder to reach all the way down to stuff the bottom of the feet once we've crocheted the cap. For round 19, we'll start crocheting the underside of the cap. To do that, we need to add 8 stitches. Single crochet once in the first 2 stitches, then increase on the third. Repeat until you've gone all the way around. In round 20, single crochet once in the next 3 stitches and increase on the fourth. Repeat around until you have 40 stitches. In round 21, single crochet in the next 4 stitches and increase on the fifth. Repeat around until you have 48 stitches, then finish off. It's time to change colors. Make a slip knot in your second yarn color and join to any stitch in row 21. For rounds 22 through 28, we will single crochet once in each stitch. If you attach a stitch marker each time you go around, you'll be done when you have 7 stitch markers. For round 29, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet once in the next 6 stitches. Repeat around until you have 42 stitches. For round 30, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet once in the next 5 stitches. Repeat around until you have 36 stitches. In round 31, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet once in the next 4 stitches. Repeat around until you have 30 stitches. For round 32, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next 3 stitches and repeat this pattern around until you have 24 stitches. For round 33, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next 2 stitches and repeat this pattern around until you have 18 stitches. For round 34, single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern around until you have 12 stitches. Before we go any further, we need to add our stuffing. If you haven't already, make sure to stuff firmly in the bottom of the mushroom's feet and belly. You can pack it less firmly in the cap if you don't want the cap to be as round. For round 35, single crochet 2 together with every stitch until you only have 6 stitches left. Finish off and use the tail to sew the remaining gap closed. Now it's time to shape the mushroom's backside. After all, it can't be a mushy tushy without a tushy. Thread a yarn needle with your first yarn color. Fasten off your yarn near where you joined the feet together. Use your yarn to make a horizontal line across the back of one leg and pull it tight to form the first cheek. Then do the same thing to form the bottom of the second cheek. Make sure they're tight and making the shape you want them to make. Now make a vertical line in the center and pull it tight to finish shaping the tushy. You may want to go over this part twice. Once I finish making the center groove, I like to bring my yarn up to tie it off on the back of the mushroom cap. This makes sure the yarn is tied off nice and strong and tilts the cap of the mushroom back at an angle I like. This part is optional, of course. When you're done, hide the tail inside of the stuffy and gently massage it into shape. Congratulations! You now know how to make your very own mushy tushy friends. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Remember, you're welcome to keep, gift, or sell items you make using this pattern. I look forward to crocheting with you again soon. Until then, stay crafty.